I thought I would simplify the whole of spiritual wisdom, instruction, pursuit, and enlightenment for all of you. I am wondering how many of you will be ready to absorb the instruction and then put it into practice. Looked at in whichever manner, reflected upon in whatever way, understand that the whole existence is only one. The whole existence is only one. How? How? There are two words, chit and chitta. The word chit refers to pure consciousness. Chitta refers to the mind. By hearing, you can understand both are derived from the same root, chit, chitta. What is the difference between the two? Think of water which is pure, clean and colorless. Even when you say colorless, you can still see it. Our eyes are supposed to see only colors. But colorless water also is visible to the same eyes. The next is muddy water. One is pure water, another is muddy water. What is this muddy water? Water itself. Even when you see muddy water, it is watery. But it is not clear and transparent as the pure water. So what is the element that has come to it? It's only the mud. Mud powder. It has got dissolved into water. The space in between molecules has been occupied by mud particles. But are they not both water? Yes. But what a great difference is there. If it is sufficiently muddy, you cannot see through. But in pure water, you can see through. The chit is the pure water and the mind is the muddy water. What is this mud which has come to this water? The chit itself begins to reflect. Reflect what? Chit is singular, one. And it is all-pervading. Such an all-pervading chit cannot give rise to anything else. So where is the question of an alien product getting dissolved into it? Where is the second product? It is not there. So the example to some extent helps you, then it becomes inadequate. How to understand the proposition? Use the example and know at least this much, that chit is water and chitta also is water. But what is pure, another is not pure. Where from does the impurity come is a different question. Imagine a very clean and clear mirror. A heap of flowers are brought before it. The clean mirror starts reflecting it. All the different colors are reflected. The power of the glass is such that it will reflect all the objects in its front. Suppose all were white colors, then it will reflect the white color. If they are multiply colored, that will also be reflected. Mirror only has the reflecting power. It reflects. So when you look into the mirror, what are you finding? Are you finding the flowers? No. The mirror's reflection alone. Mirror's reflection alone. So all colors are equally reflectional. Whether it is white, blue, purple, yellow, red, violet, everything is reflection. Mirror power is such that it can reflect all the colors. Chit also is capable of reflecting many things. And the many things are what we call the world. But is the world there and are many things there is a valid question. If you understand that the Chit is all-pervading and it does not give room to anything second, so where is the question of multiple colors at all? No. Then where from do they come? Our Chit is such that it has got inscrutable power. Inscrutable power. Its power is such that you cannot examine and understand it properly. So what happens? The Chit itself becomes many. Swamiji, is it possible? Yes. 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 Where and how? Whenever we refer to the world and the laws and procedures of the world, we are referring to the object hemisphere. But the mind is within the body. It is not an object before the senses. It is within the body. Being inner and being subjective, the laws and processes relating to the objective world do not apply to it. So stop. Do not bring any object laws and try to understand. Simply drop them. But what is the material then? On the basis of which we can understand this inner mind, inner self. Yes, your own experience. You are experiencing the world only in your waking state. What? You are experiencing the world only in your waking state, not in another's waking state. Waking state is yours, and when you wake up, suddenly the world is manifested. So is not the manifestation an outcome of your wakefulness? Yes. When I wake up, how can the world manifest? Yes. Don't think of wakefulness. You are sleeping alone by yourself, and suddenly from the sleep sometimes you dream. Not wake up, dream. What is this dream? Dream is an instance where the sleeper suddenly perceives another world of plurality. Who perceives? The sleeper. The sleeper, without waking up, experiences the dream plurality. It's not the dream arising from the sleep, yes, from the sleeper, yes. And all the dream world and objects are they not there? Yes. But where are they? In the sleeper, within himself. The moment he wakes up, the entire dream world vanishes. So do you have a dream? No. When you are dreaming, it was as good as waking. And when you wake up, it vanishes. So what is dream? When it was a wakeful state. When you wake up, it is not there. So what can you say about this dream? It is a beautiful phenomenon which the sleep and the sleeper give rise to. And the entire dream objective world is simply a display of the sleeper, and sleep. When you wake up, it is not there, so we call it is an illusion. It's not a reality, it's an illusion. So illusorily, the dream world is there. It is not worthy of being interacted with. No. Nevertheless, in dream, you have a new body with which you travel, go to Washington, Denmark, or London, travel, become hungry, go to a hotel, eat. Suddenly you wake up to find you are the same person lying on the cot. So where is the new body? Where was Washington, Denmark, London? Did you not experience them? Yes, but where are they? I don't know, I woke up and they are not there. So such a phenomenon is possible. Forget about it. But was not this phenomenon subsisting on your own mind, sleep? Yes. Now, this is called mind. The Chit itself manifests the mind. When it reflects the world of plurality, it is called the mind. When the reflection vanishes, then it is called the Chit. Why I said all this? Only to tell you that your mind itself is the supreme sentience. As long as it reflects the world of plurality, it is called the mind. When you understand the plurality is actually a display of the mind itself, it does not have a reality content, and your mind constantly beams and radiates. Its own subjective profusion. The subjectivity alone you are able to notice there. No object is there. All the objects are overwhelmed by the subject. Yes, I see the tree, but the tree is a display of my mind. Yes, I see the mountain, but the mountain is a display, is a float on my mind. Everything is floating on my mind. My mind is subjective, so the flotations also are subjective. Can you understand this first using your intelligence? Then can you pursue it as a pursuit? And will you be able to realize it, retain the realization, and start viewing and judging everything on the basis of your experience, not on the objects you see. Understand that the object itself is an experience the subject mind produces. When the subject mind produces an object experience, is it objective or subjective? Huh? Can you say this? Can I trust you? So from today onwards, never agree that there is objectivity. Objectivity is there, but that objectivity is floating in your subject. So I am a subjective presence. In that alone is the objectivity as a notion. The perceptions are notions. You don't have a body. You have a feeling that you have a body. You only have a feeling that you have a body. The feeling does not belong to the body. The feeling is generated by the mind. So mind creates the notion of the body. Notion of the body. That is why the mind is able to wipe off that notion at the end of the wakeful state to remain free for about 8 hours of the day, 1/3 of the day. Why I said this? Unless you purify your mind, sublimate your mind, make the mind serene, this knowledge will never get imprinted in you. All this that you are doing, this Pushpa Samarpanam, the bhajan in the Samadhi Mandir, thinking repeatedly about the truth or God, all these are processes by virtue of which your mind will become purer and purer. Please break your confusion, break your delusion, break your reluctance. Shout, yell out the name of God or your own self. Shout until at last the fetters of your mind are broken. Yatha yathatma parimrjyate sau mat punya gatha shravanabhidhanai tatha tatha pashyati vastu sukshmam chakshur yathaivanjana samprayuktam. Krishna Paramatma tells Uddhava, as much as you purify your mind, purify your mind, purify your mind, refine your mind, sublimate your mind, make your mind more and more serene. It is stony, it is muddy, it is absolutely dirty, 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 foul smelling, with selfishness. As long as this is going on like this, it will not be purified. That is why mat punya gatha shravana abhidhanai. Listen to the stories of God's excellences and exploits, as Srimad Bhagavata describes. Listen to it, read it, chant it loudly. Let your own ears hear what you read. Chant the name of God without any let or hindrance. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Love. That is, if you start doing it, you will find the sound will touch your eardrum, enter your brain, purify the whole of the biological system, and the muddy water will start becoming clear and serene. Then what will happen? Tatha tatha pashyati vastu sukshmam. If a defective eye, the defect is removed by application of medicine or cataract operation, then you will find the same eye will start seeing clearly. In the same manner, when the mind is purified, the truth of its purity, the truth of its content and nature, it will be revealed to you. So I think you will be wasting your time if you are not using your tongue and the ear to chant something. In my whole life, I was given to spiritual and religious and devotional poetry. One verse is sufficient. One verse. Chant it a lack of times and you will find purity bubbling in your own within. So I was surprised that all of you are keeping quiet. The book is there, it is distributed. You are not children, you should ask for a book. At least go on murmuring, listen to it. Yatha yathatma parimrjyate sau mat punya gatha shravana abhidhanai tatha tatha pashyati vastu sukshmam chakshur yathaivanjana samprayuktam. I have recited this verse. If you have come here to participate in a retreat, everyone must have the irresistible urge. Where is this verse? I would like to learn it. I would paste it in my bedroom. I will paste it in my bathroom. I will make my eyes see it everywhere in my house and learn it. This is how you should think. Hari Om Tats. Jai Guru. Jai Guru. Jai Guru.